Get help and get ready. Oh, and I'll throw in a little ESA advice too. Let's talk. That is a medley in E flat major that I wrote years ago, and it just seems so appropriate to use for Club Grief. Okay, first up, get help. As an editor, I'm working on a documentary, and one of the people in it say, if you need help, get it. I'm here to tell you, if you do need help with loss and grief, get it. There are plenty of places out there that will help you. Now, it doesn't have to be a natural disaster like the one here in Los Angeles that we're experiencing. There'll be a lot of attention, there'll be a lot of resources, and a lot of help for a natural disaster. It could be an earthquake, fire, flood, hurricane, tornado. They are there to help. You can also get help with your grief. Don't try to go at it alone. Here are some tips that I can pass your way, what I learned from my loss and grief. The first one, and one of the most important, besides therapy, is financial. If you are not financially abundant or stable, and you have loss and grief, and you're not working or not able to work, or whatever it may be, pick up the phone, call the utility company, or before you call, go on their website and see if they have something called payment arrangements. Electric company does here in Southern California. The gas company does. Verizon does. Many places will work with you without even talking to anybody on the phone by going to the website and not even have to explain what you're going through. So, payment arrangements are a lifesaver if you can't pay your bills on time and you're going through grief and loss. Also, be ready for people to say no. I reached out to companies, told them my situation, and they said no. It is our policy not to give you a grace period. I won't mention the companies or the organizations or the unions that I'm a member of that have said no to me. It is their bylaws. So people will say no and you will get rejected. But you have to try to get help. There are also local, county, and state agencies that might be able to help. So look them up. Also, reach out to people. Reach out to your community. I myself, here in Southern California, I am a member of the Entertainment Community Fund, SAG-AFTRA Foundation, Motion Picture Television Fund. Through them, I've been able to get resources to help, financial and therapy. And the nice thing is, there is no dues to pay or membership fee. Some are just available, which I didn't know about. But I got lucky and someone referred me to them simply by asking or telling people my situation. Of course, there's shame and embarrassment for telling people I need help or asking them, please help me. And it breaks me down when people help me. It really, really gets to me. And I just start to cry whenever someone is offering me help. So please, get help any way you can. Okay, get ready and get prepared. Now, if you live in an area that has tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires, earthquakes, you're usually told multiple times, and there are agencies and organizations telling you how to get prepared for natural disaster. Let me just ask you honestly, how many of us are really prepared? Most of us, probably not. Evidence here in Southern California. When a fire hits, people were not prepared. When an earthquake hits, people are not prepared. And it's not you're at fault. It's just that we don't think about it. It kind of is out there. Once in a while you think about it. But then all of a sudden when it hits, it's a shock and it happens. Some people are prepared. Some people take precautions. The city, the county, the state has certain things you can access to be prepared. But when it comes to loss of a person dealing with grief, we're really not prepared, are we? My losses, the 5 of them, were all sudden and shocking. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what to do. I made mistakes. 4 of the losses occurred within 6 years. Yeah, 4 in a row. Of course, the hardest being the most recent. The most recent, my wife, Heidi. So, if you can, get prepared. But realize this, you never really are prepared or ready for loss. Okay, next up, ESA. What is an ESA? Well, it's an emotional support animal. Some people scoff or laugh at that. But believe me, when you're in grief and you have a pet, for example, you can hear him in the background snoring. That's my little King Charles Cavalier, George. He sits with me. That's George. He's snoring in the background. He has brought so much joy to my life, especially after losing my wife, Heidi, that I can't begin to tell you how important it is to have an emotional support animal. Therapists will do that for you. You have to find the right one and the right form, but they will do it. So remember, get help, get ready, and look into an ESA. Thank you everyone for listening, for sharing, for downloading Club Grief. I will be here for you. If you want to talk, look me up. I'll have you on, we can talk. So until next time, be well, be safe. Oh, and at the end of every episode, there's a little something I can't forget to remember you, no matter how hard I try. Can't remember to forget you, no matter how much I cry. Sometimes I can't forget, sometimes I can't remember you at all.